How the fuck doing? I get surgery tomorrow. But I'll be working and grinding in this fucking studio. I got score!
What's up, guys? Today we're going to be predicting or attempting to predict because I honestly don't know who I'm picking for this fight. Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley. I want to say this. I've watched numerous MMA YouTubers predict this fight, and I've seen every single one of them pick Merab. Every single one of them. So I'm here to say I'm going to pick Sean O'Malley. I'm going to pick Sean O'Malley. Okay? But I am very unconfident in this pick. The reason I'm picking Sean O'Malley is I'm not confident in this pick. Look, the first fight was really close. Very, very, very close. If I'm to believe Sean O'Malley, if I'm to believe that he really was injured in that fight, that he really couldn't train wrestling before the fight, that all these other factors, the sphere lighting was getting in his eyes so he couldn't punch cleanly. If I'm to believe Sean O'Malley, then this should be a better version of him. No excuses. He stopped Jane the Peen, and he stopped gooning and all the other stuff, right? He's not injured either. The first fight was very close. So if an injured Sean O'Malley could make it close, this is a rematch. Now, I think a rematch benefits Sean more than it does Merab, because Merab, like, when you first face Merab, and this is also like Merab's first rematch. So, look, I think when you first face Merab, it's like an alien. It's like you got an alien in front of you who just has relentless pressure and relentless cardio, and he took me down. All right, next round, I'm just going to stand, and he's going to be tired, right? Oh, he took me down again. It's relentless, and it's demoralizing. But now you're going to face him in a rematch. You're mentally going to be way more prepared to face this guy than you were the first time. And again, if he's not injured, I think they're going to give him a robbery decision or a split decision at best. The first fight was so close. I thought O'Malley won rounds 5 and 2 or 2 and 5. I could see him pressuring more in the first. I could see the second round being very close as well. And, O'Malley himself does not have bad cardio. Again, he won the 5th round. You would think O'Malley would lose those later rounds, but he won that 5th round specifically. And he hurt Merab pretty badly as well. I think he's gonna get it done. I'm not confident in it. I don't know why, honestly. I just think with 25 minutes again for Sean O'Malley to find that shot. Now, the thing that I'm worried about, which is why I'm not picking him to KO Merab. Merab does have a granite chin. But I did rewatch the fight against Merab, O'Malley against Merab. I rewatched the fight. He wasn't landing that clean. Maybe there was something about the sphere lighting, because there's only like one shot. There was a couple of shots, but there was like one shot where it was like a 2 to the jaw. But other than that, it was like grazing shots. Like there was a knee he landed, but it like grazed the eyebrow, and there was like a punch, but it was like a looping punch to the back of the head. It wasn't clean. The only time he hurt him was with that teep in the 5th round. Merab was very, very visibly hurt. I think if he implements that game plan sooner, comes in with a better game plan, which I think he will. I trust Tim Welch as a coach. I think he's going to be a lot more aggressive. He's not going to sit there and try to point fight. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to be very, very aggressive, I think. He's going to work the body, but also I think he worked the body a little bit too much in the first fight. Maybe that's not true, because he did go for a lot of headshots. It's just he was not landing them very cleanly. I don't know why, but he just was not landing that cleanly. And Merab does do a good job of managing his distance, of not getting hit. And when he does get hit, again, he has a very granite chin. We've seen him rocked. We saw Cejudo rock him. I think Cejudo even dropped him. We saw Marias almost KO him. So we've seen him in damaging situations, in bad situations. But I just think O'Malley is going to edge out a decision. I do. Because a lot of people are saying this, and I agree with this. It will be similar to the first. But the difference is it's going to be a better version of O'Malley, which means it's going to be a closer fight. And also, Merab does have a broken toe, but I don't think it's going to factor the fight too much, but it is something to discuss. He is injured. He does have a broken toe. I just think O'Malley, this is going to be a healthy version of O'Malley compared to Merab, who just fought in January in a war. He's coming in there. He's got a broken toe. Who knows what other injuries he's got. He's got a lot of wear and tear on his body. He's 35. Whereas O'Malley's like 30. Merab's the best he's ever going to get. And the best version of Merab is still the best bantamweight of all time. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, like, he's not going to add things to his game. He's not going to improve. He can't improve his wrestling anymore or his jiu-jitsu anymore. He's not going to get a finish, right? Whereas O'Malley, he is improving, and he is getting better. And his grappling's improving. His striking is improving. Again, I'm not very confident in this pick, but I just think it's going to be closer than the first. I think there's going to be 1 or 2 swing rounds, and I think he's going to get the decision, and I think it's going to be a robbery. I could see it being a robbery decision. I'm not very confident in saying that, but you have to think, if it's going to be a close decision, who's going to get that decision? Again, the first fight was close. I think this will be closer. I think O'Malley's going to be more prepared for this guy. Again, I'm not confident in this pick. Don't shit on me in the comments. Be like, you're actually picking O'Malley? I'm not confident in this pick. And I'm not saying he's going to knock him out. He's not. And he's not going to brutalize him. He's not going to dominate him. He's not going to do what JDM did to Bilal or what Sean Brady did to Leon. He's not going to do that. But I do think he's going to make it close enough. I think he's going to be just that much more aggressive. I think he's going to be that much more prepared for the machine that is Merab Dvalishvili coming at him. I think he's going to be a little bit better. Maybe a lot better. I don't know how bad the injury was, but I think he's going to be a better version of himself. He's not going to get subbed. He's not going to get KO'd. There's not a lot of danger for him. He doesn't have to worry about, Merab's special guillotine or that spinning wheel kick from Merab. You don't got to worry about Merab. It's Merab that's got to worry about O'Malley's tools, and I think O'Malley's going to use his tools a lot better in this fight. So I'm going to say he wins a robbery decision. It's going to be one of those where it's like, because, it always goes to the star. Most of the time, the close decisions go to the star. We didn't really see it with Pereira and Ankalaev, though. That's like one of the only recent examples I can think of where it wasn't like, Ankalaev clearly won, though, but I'm just saying, like, usually these close decisions do go to, like, then again, I would probably argue like Peter Yan versus O'Malley is a closer fight than Ankalaev versus Pereira. So, nonetheless, my point is I think O'Malley's going to win this one via very, very close, quote-unquote, robbery decision. People are going to be mad. People are going to say, what the fuck, bro? The UFC just robbed Merab. They might do a trilogy. They're probably not going to do a trilogy. I trust Sean O'Malley. I trust Sean O'Malley. The sensible pick is to say, yeah, Merab's going to go out there. He's going to do the same thing he did in the first fight, just more dominantly maybe. I can't see that. I can't see Merab doing it more dominantly because what is Merab going to do different? He's not going to pressure more. He pressured the same way he always does against O'Malley in that first fight, and his strikings ain't going to get better. Like this is going to be a mirror match of the first fight, but just a lot closer, and there's going to be way more swing rounds, and O'Malley's going to get a close decision. That's my prediction. I'm not very confident in it at all, but hey, man, it is what it is. Again, if you do watch that fight, he wasn't landing that clean on Merab. So for people like, he gave him his best shots. Like, he wasn't hitting him with, like, nothing crazy. There was like one shot, 1-2 to the jaw, and then obviously he hurt him to the body with that teep in round 5, but there was a knee that didn't land clean. Like, he just was not landing clean against Merab, and I'm not sure why that was, but I just think it's going to be a bit better for him this time, and I think he's going to win a close decision. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you guys like and sub. Become a member in the description. Don't shit on me for this pick. I'm not confident in it at all, and I don't even really care who wins. Like, I'm not necessarily. I guess I'd prefer if O'Malley won because O'Malley versus Sandhagen interests me more than Merab versus Sandhagen on paper, stylistically. Nonetheless, make sure you guys like and sub. Become a member in the description. Who are you guys picking? Oh my fucking. Who are you guys picking This is one of those fights. I think I'm the only guy that, so far. I've watched a lot of MMA YouTubers, and they've all said Merab. So I'm like, I feel kind of like I'm like alone in this like fucking corner, like I'm Ian Gary or something. But anyways, see you guys. Peace.